My name is Carmen Thomas, and for a number of years I was the Secretary of the Friends of the Ynys Dywela and also the voluntary warden of this beautiful park. The Ynys Dywela was basically set up in 1990 when the local environmental group, Badger, asked the local council, Dinever Borough Council, to get a conservation order on the area because there were worries that there was going to be development of the site. The site at the time was an old mining, a disused mining site, and the ruins of the Ynys farm. And then in 1993, the site was put up for auction, and the coal board, who owned the site, actually offered the Dinever Borough Council the site for £5,000, and so which they agreed. So that started the process of working on the site to develop paths and to develop the pond that we see here, for it to become a community for the local people in Brynaman. 1996, the park was opened by Roy Noble, and at that same year, the Friends of the Ynys Dywela Park was set up. We held our first meeting in 1996. And the idea for the Friends was to not run the park on their own, but to connect with the local council, which was the county council at the time, and to arrange sort of special days of interest to do with wildlife, to do with the history of the park, and also to connect with local other agencies like schools, groups like Keep Wales Tidy. There was a fine balancing act between what people expected and what we sort of hoped to, it was a nature park at the end of the day, rather than just a place for children to sort of run around. As the volunteer warden, my main role was to just keep a daily eye on the park, like having a walk through, which I used to do with my dog Rufus, and check if there needed to be litter picking or if things had been broken, like certain fences, and just talk to people who were walking around the park. The Friends of the Ynys Dywela used to also take part in odd research projects, and the area is really brilliant for amphibians. So we do things like frog counting, and if there were any toads around, sort of toad counting, and then checking out all the different areas that frog spawn was laid, and sort of noting that so they'd be protected if we had a dry spring. And also with bird watching, there was one individual who came round and did a survey on the various songbirds that were here. So we were able to sort of bring more people in to sort of help, because it's quite a big area. I finished in my role as the Ynys Dywela as I moved away to Swansea, and I haven't been back for many years, but it's really lovely to see how it's developed, and the fact that the Friends group is still active and working is wonderful. I feel very privileged to be part of this project, very privileged indeed.